Hi, this is Tanya from Love Buddha Tarot, back with the daily forecast for the 3rd of October 2017. How are you all doing? Did you have a nice weekend? For those of you that don't know, the October monthlies are now up as well. So if you do want to check out your October monthly, see what October has in store, then just go to my channel and click down. It's on a playlist there as well for October. Right, before I start the reading, just a few little things, little bit of business that I've got to sort out. I'm sorry for having to do this, but you know, I do have to keep stressing this. I do not answer emails out of work hours. I've had to stop that because literally I'm just getting bombarded with them, and I do need to take some sort of time. You know, I have a lot going on in my life. There are people, my close friends and family, that need me as well at this moment. There's stuff going on with them, so I need to have a cut-off point. So my working hours are between 10 and 6 UK time, Monday to Friday. If you do get in touch with me on a weekend, I will then contact you the following week when the week starts. And also, like I say, if you get in touch with me after 6 p.m. on in UK time on a night time, then it will be the following day that your email comes through. Okay, I'm getting a lot of emails at the moment, and they take time to answer. You know, when you book a reading with me, you book through a booking schedule. Now, this booking schedule, I pay for it to make sure that it covers me and you. You know, this is why I've actually got it there. That will send you a confirmation of the time that you have booked. So when you go on to the booking system, you choose your time. You then get a confirmation email. You will then get a text message if you put your your phone number in. You continue to get reminders of that as well. So that should be all that you need, rather than having to email me and saying, is this time correct? Is this when we have the booking? Because if you think I get hundreds of emails every single day, and you know, it just takes time, and really at the moment I just haven't got that time. So I'm so sorry. I would love to reply to everybody straight away, but I can't. Also, when you book a reading, you put your Skype name in. Now, if we'll put your email in, could you please make sure that this is the name that you are under Skype as well? Like I say, I don't confirm it with people because it should be there. If I was confirming with everybody who I have readings with all week, it would be a few hours out of my week. And like I say, time is so precious at the moment. So I have your email. I usually have your phone number as well when you have booked a reading. So I have everything I need, my end, and I have your time that you are allotted as well. So I will be there for that time. Okay, so I'm sorry that I kind of, you know, if people are chasing up, did you get my email? Have you got my Skype name? You know, is this the right time that we're booked? Things like that. I'm so sorry. I cannot take the time to answer straight away with that, you know, because it just, I hope you understand it. It's like I say, there's a lot of stuff going on at the moment, and that just takes time that I really haven't got at the moment. So everything should be all right. Everything should be organised. You know, like I say, the booking system is great. You know, and you do put your time zone in as well. And please remember that it is on a 24-hour clock, because I am in the UK and I don't read at like 4 o'clock in the morning. You know, I'm sorry. I do need a little bit of rest at times. So right, okay, sorry, got that sorted. So right, the cards today. Bit of a strange feeling today. I've already blown my lights up twice this morning and my phone has stopped working. So there's something going on energetically with me. My daughter calls me Carrie because when I get stressed or when I get really excited, I blow things up. I walked into a shop the other day and all of the alarms went off as I actually walked in because I was really excited and I was laughing. So, you know, I have this crazy thing with electricity. So yeah, so my lights have already gone twice today. So just fingers crossed that the computer keeps working. Okay, so right. Beautiful cards actually, I think today. Really nice cards. I like them. And I'm using the Tarot Apocalypses. Now, any of you that watch this channel have been watching this channel for a while, you'll know that these often go really heavy, but these are what I was told to read this week. So don't shoot the messenger. But this card is absolutely beautiful, and it's the Eight of Cups. Now, as soon as I pulled this card, and I don't know what the relevance is, but it might be relevant to some of you, I heard the song, the Leonard Cohen song, Dance Me to the End of Love. So I don't know what the relevance is with that, okay? But it was beautiful, you know, like Leonard Cohen's really deep, rich voice and stuff like that, you know. So that is what came in with this. I haven't got time to read all of the lyrics to it, but you know, if you want to have a look, then look it up yourself. But that's what I got with this. And this card is talking about being a seeker, okay? And there could be many of us that are on this part of our journey where we don't really know where we're going. And the Eight of Cups is sort of, it's about going on a quest. It's like in search of the Holy Grail, knowing that there is something more that you need to be experiencing, or that you need to experience, and actually going out to find out what that is. You might not know what it is, but you know that you are being drawn, a bit like a siren, really, you know. It's like there is this sort of invisible calling, pulling to you for something. This is what I'm feeling with this, sort of quite magnetic as well, like as if I just know that I've got to do this, you know. And this is saying that in order to find what it is that you are looking for, you must leave behind that what holds you back. So within this card, this woman is vulnerable, you know, but she's open. She wants her questions answered. She knows she has all of her cups in a row there, but there's still something missing. So she's actually going in search of this. Now, when we get to the Nine of Cups, this is when we have happiness and contentment. When we get to the 10, that's when we have happiness and contentment with another, okay? So this is sort of the quest that she is on. So it's saying, yes, she is ready to bare her soul, but there is bravery in this as well. So it says within this card, if you have a look, she's stepping into the river, and it's saying that if you feel like you can't go on, then step into this river, or metaphorical river, and let the river carry you, okay? Let the flow. Now, this is quite interesting because the card that came out afterwards is going with the flow. So it's saying, just let go, surrender, give in, and let Spirit deliver you to where you should be. Spirit want to show you the way. They know that there is something there for you, you know, and you have this, like, this quest for meaning, this search, this yearning for meaning at the moment as well. I know this is really, really coinciding with me at the moment and the way that I've been thinking, especially over this weekend. And if we have a look here, there's bright lights there, okay? And this is at the end of the tunnel. So it's saying that there is light at the end of the tunnel. But she needs to let go of the past in order to move forward emotionally. So this, I feel, is linked massively with emotions. What is it that you are that is still holding you back from the past? Who are you either still attached to, or what sort of old belief systems are you still attached to that are actually keeping you from venturing into this light and being a seeker and finding your way as well? Because if we are being held back, we are disregarding, I don't know if disregarding is the word, we are not giving the care and nurture to our emotional needs and our spiritual needs. And this is saying we all need this emotional release. We all need this emotional security. We all need this spiritual security where we can be ourselves as well. But sometimes by holding back because of things that have happened in the past or beliefs that we have formed in the past, we can cut ourselves off to this. And this leads us to be isolated. And if we have a look, she's sort of in a cave there, you know, a bit like the hermit. You know, the hermit goes into the cave, but the hermit should only go in the cave in order to find the answers he wants and then come out of his cave. This is what the hermit is meant to do. He is on a spiritual quest as well, you know, but staying in that cave keeps him in the dark. This is about actually heading towards the light, okay? Hope that's making sense there, the way they're saying that. So this is giving us verification, this card, that things are going to be okay as well. You know, it's an absolutely beautiful, beautiful card. But it's saying we must take that risk and we must make that first move in order to find what we are seeking, in order to find this thing which will open us up and bring us in an emotional way to our happiness and to our contentment. Okay? And if you're not finding it where you are, or if you feel like you are stuck in a cave, then you need to actually venture out of that and be brave, you know, not be scared of what is there. Actually be excited that you are ready to move up a level, okay? Because like I say, there is emotional fulfillment. This is basically our inner want and our need. And when we shut that off, or when we say, no, I'm fine by myself, or this is it, you know, what we are actually doing is we are sort of cutting off like a little bit of a life supply to ourselves, because we all thrive better with this emotional fulfillment. I was talking about this at the weekend. And it is one of my faults, and it is something I work on a daily basis. I can sometimes cut people off, and it's a trigger, a reaction. And this is to stop myself getting hurt, or this is if I fear rejection, I will reject and I will push away. I've had some issues with my daughter recently, and there's been a lot going on, and we were sitting talking the other day, and she said to me, I thought you were just cutting off, ma'am, like you do, you know. So she is aware of it. This is not something I'm proud of. This is not something that I encourage. This is something I work on every day not to do this. But that is only because of sort of past issues, that when I get that trigger, it's like, right, okay, act rash. I know that isn't going to help me. So like I say, it's every day. It's I wake up and say, I will be vulnerable. I will be brave. I will, you know, I will allow what comes to me to come to me, or I will allow what wants to leave me to leave me. So it's every day like a mantra that goes over in my head, because I know that if I go with my gut reaction, or, well, not my gut reaction, my sort of trigger reaction, you know, my initial, you know, what my ego is saying, then I will cut myself off, and I will retreat, and I will end up isolated, and I will feel alone. And that is not where I want to be. You know, I've had too many years of that. So now it's about, right, I'm going forward. I need to make sure that my emotional and spiritual needs are met. And this is by allowing people to come into my life, about not being scared that they will leave, you know, but trusting the process, that there is some importance within that person that has entered my life. I hope that's making sense to some of you. So like I say, don't put them barriers up, because when them barriers go up, yes, they might protect you from getting hurt, but they also stop people from coming in, and they stop you from actually feeling love, from being open, from letting your emotions flow, and from moving forward, you know, and sort of getting emotional and spiritual satisfaction. So this is, like I say, we need to look at how our brain works in certain ways. So I love that card. And if we have a look as well, you know, she has, if we have a look, she's got like she's got a torch there, you know, and within that torch, this is sort of like, that is hope, okay? She has that little light of hope, and that is what is sort of guiding her on. She has no clothes on. She's left her clothes behind. She's left her things behind. All she has taken is herself, okay? But she is carrying that torch, and this is saying that there is always hope, because there always is. You know, we always have hope, no matter how bad things seem. Okay, so I really, really love this card. And like I say, there's a sway. This isn't like somebody running off, or somebody being chased off, or whatever. She's got this sassiness where she's like, yeah, I am open to embrace this and see where it takes me, because she doesn't know where she's going, but there is a big difference in being lost. She's not lost. She is heading towards the light. Okay, so yeah, I really, really like that card. So yes, so then we come with this one, and this is going with the flow, and this is actually connected to the Ace of Cups within traditional tarot. This is the Ace of Water within the Osho Zen tarot. So this is a card that is talking about This could be new love, this could be new feelings, this could be like subtle intuition, you know, it's pure emotions. Now this can get scary. When we feel this, when we have cut these off for so long and then suddenly they come back again, it's like it can make us wobble, you know, it can make us feel all sort of wonky and we question it. And like I was saying before, we could cut it off before it starts because that will keep us safe. But being safe, you know, keeps us restricted, and this is not what we're talking about. Our life should be lived freely, and our emotions should be able to be expressed freely as well. So this card is saying that this often comes up in the beginning of new relationships, you know, because there is that mix of like tentativeness and curiosity, but then there's the vulnerability, you know, and the attraction and wanting to go forward, but scared. And, you know, and maybe this is the Leonard Cohen, dance me to the end of love. It's sort of there. I was sort of seeing like, sort of like a dance, you know, is it a tango where it's all about like the attraction, isn't it? So one pulls forward, one pulls back and stuff like that. That may be what it is. Dance with love, you know, this is what it's saying. Do that love dance, you know, do that love dance today, because this is what this is talking about. Because what this is saying, that there is something on an emotional level that is around for you at the moment. And this is worth nurturing, they're saying. It's worth going deeper. It's worth venturing into that dark to actually see what comes out of this, because it's saying that your feelings are trying to tell you something like on an intuitive level, and you need to investigate this. You need to follow up on what you are being shown and told. Right, okay, I'm really liking this now, you know. In fact, look at my t-shirt, choose love, all of the time, choose love, because we always have a choice, and this is what we need to change, to choose. Not change. If you're not choosing love, then you need to change and choose love. So this is saying, you know, that there may be somebody in your life now where there are spiritual lessons that need to be learned. And there are also gifts coming from this. So think about who is in your life now. Think about what is making you a little bit wobbly as well, but also making you very intrigued. Because there is a healing coming with this card as well. I mean, the Ace of Cups, it's all about overflowing emotions. It's about love. And when we give love and when we receive love back, this is when we can thrive, you know, and this is when we sort of be the best person that we can be. But at the start of it, there is all these little fears and triggers and, like I say, this stuff from the past that holds us back. And this is why this card is saying that she needs to be bare and brave and leave everything from the past behind. You know, the past is gone. It is, you know, it doesn't exist anymore. It's the now that is important. So this is saying as well, you know, as I've said, we always have a choice. Do we choose love? But this is saying as well that we always have a choice, and that is to sort of enter life's waters or try to swim upstream. Okay, if we go into that river like that, right, this river of emotions, because that's what it is, and if we just relax and allow these emotions to take us where we want to go, it will be quite easy. I was once in Laos and I went on this rubber ring in this beautiful river in the jungle, and it was fabulous. And I didn't steer it. I went the way that it was telling me to. But if I had have tried to go upstream and go in the opposite direction, it would have took me a lot of energy. I wouldn't have got to my destination, and I would have been absolutely bloody knackered. And this is what a lot of us do within life. We try to go upstream all of the time rather than just going with the flow. And then we wonder, you know, why is this sort of part of life that we don't like, why is it still staying here? Why is it persisting? And that is because you're resisting. When you resist, it persists, okay? So like I say, let go and let God, really, but let go and let these emotions carry you as well. So this is saying that you are able to float now. You are being supported. There is love here, okay? And the water will support you. It makes you lighter. You know, this is why a lot of people use water therapies when they are healing after an injury, you know, because water sort of carries our weight. So this is what it's saying, you know, allow these emotions. Emotions are water. Allow them to carry you where you need to go. Trust that they will support you, and trust that life will support you as well. And relax into this, because, you know, relax into the knowing that life will take you where you need to go. You know, that is, the universe has a bigger plan for us. And the more we trust and relax, the more we grow, you know, and then everything starts to happen how it should be. And it's like, all right, okay, that's happening, that's happening, that's happening. And it's got a knock-on effect. The second we try to stop it, you know, and like backpedal, you know, like a clown on a unicycle or something, that's when we get into trouble. So this is saying that the universe has a plan for us. We can resist it, you know, but in resisting it, all we are doing is delaying the inevitable and making things harder for us. Or we can trust, and we can be like this water, and we can flow freely, and we can flow smoothly, okay? And that is what we want to do. You know, everybody wants an easy ride. The colours within this as well are blues and greens, and these are talking about the throat chakra and the heart chakra, okay? So there is communication needed with this. If you are having a wobble, tell somebody. You know, explain it to somebody rather than just ghost them or push them away or something like that, you know. And this is saying that once you do this, once you allow your communication to come out and you allow your communication to come from your heart, you will see that this flow actually carries on as well. And like I say, it's saying stop resisting, because you are being guided. So like I say, there's a lot of heartfelt communication needed here. You know, don't be scared of bearing your soul, okay? It's like, I fall in love with people who bear their soul, you know. To me, that is a massive quality. Yet at times I'm scared of doing that myself, you know. So it's like I say, look at where you have contradictions within your own thoughts. But this is what it's saying, you know, allow your heart to open and allow your mouth, your words, to speak from your heart, you know. Let them come from there, not from your head. Your head is logical. Your head will try and put them in order before they come out. You know, your heart will just, you know, they will go where they want, where they need to go. And also the intent that you have with them then will be recognised a lot more as well when they're coming from a heart base. So I hope that makes sense there. So right, so the Colette Baron Reid card that we have today, quite interesting considering what we've just been talking about today. So this is the truth be told, but it's in the protection position, okay? So there's somewhere where the truth isn't being told here, and sorry. And it's saying with this, I mean, look, we've got all the hearts there. We've got the owl there, which is always wisdom. We've got the open door there, which is, you know, this is about being open, and about being honest with your feelings, you know, with your love feelings, with your emotions and everything, taking that mask off, you know, and just being. But this card is saying, you know, look for areas where you are being dishonest with yourself or with others. You know, look for signs of denial within your life. Now, this could be other people misleading or withholding information from you, but I'm not feeling that, okay? And I don't feel that there's anybody got a hidden agenda around this. Now, what I'm saying here is, when I'm talking about dishonesty, I'm talking about the truth, okay? So this is about you communicating clearly to another person what your wants and needs are, without you feeling scared, you know, that they won't be replicated or something like that. The truth is, you know, that if you communicate clearly with another and tell the truth, not only to them, but to yourself as well, you will find that the air clears, you know. And even say you really like somebody, okay, or you're starting to develop feelings for them, and you're scared to say this. But then, you know, think how you would feel if somebody said that. Yeah, you might not feel the same, but you wouldn't see that as a bad thing. You would actually be quite honoured and flattered, So this is what it's saying, tell the truth if there is somebody that you have these feelings for as well, So this is saying that there could be a beautiful future here, because like I say, we have the Ace of Cups. So, things are going in your favour here. And it's saying, when we are living in some sort of denial, this gives us like really heavy burdens, and we know that we are being deceitful and we are being dishonest to ourselves. So that in turn, if there is somebody else involved in this, in a way we are being deceitful and dishonest to them. And, true relationships of any forms, whether they're friendships or romantic relationships or whatever, need to be built on truth and truth alone. So once you start to tell the truth, this will set you free, because this is saying there is nothing more than the truth required now. We may feel vulnerable when we step into our truth. Like I say, it's like, oh God, I'm bearing my soul. But this is the only way we will get the answers we seek and the emotional and spiritual fulfillment that we want as well. Because the fear that it will disempower us is just an illusion. Stepping into our truth empowers us, and you never go away thinking, what, if I had have said that, this is it. You say it and you speak clearly, and you speak clearly from your heart. So this is saying that throughout life we have been conditioned, or we have conditioned ourselves to live under false pretenses, This could have started when we were children, because we all want to be liked. We all want to be loved. That is the key to us as human beings, a majority of the time. And when we're children, we do what other people want us to, because then we get the praise, So we see that we get love in that way. There's a fantastic book by Robert Holden called Lovability. And it's a really, really good book. If any of you are having issues around relationships or around love, receiving love or giving love, it's a fantastic book. I highly recommend it. But this is what it's saying, we want to be looked up to. We want to be praised, okay? And sometimes we can, we can try and do things so that people like us better. Whereas really being your true, authentic self will help you more than anything. I mean, there, look at my cup, your vibe attracts your tribe. If you are putting on a mask and a front and being false, you will find that false people are attracted to you, and that just causes this crazy sort of, muddle of a mess. So it's about being truthful, okay? Truth is the most important thing as well. And when we step into our authentic self, the universe opens up for us, in lots of new and different ways. When we've had painful experiences like I've spoken about, they can alter us in a way, and we want to avoid repeating them in the future. So this is why we build up walls, or we put these barriers up, or we push people away, or we go, no, I don't want you in my life, but really you're saying, yeah, please be in my life, And this is it. We want to protect our hearts. So this is saying, take them barriers down now, okay? To be authentic, you need to have an open heart. You need to turn that round and have your heart as open as that window that he has there around his heart and around his soul. This is only when he will be who he truly is, So this is saying you no longer have the time to waste time on trying to be something that you're not. New people will come to you. Like I say, your vibe attracts your tribe. So the more open and honest you are, the more open and honest the people that come to you will be as well. There is an opportunity coming for you, and I do feel it's around love, okay? There is an opportunity because we have the Ace of Cups there. And this is something that you might not have even imagined possible. There are doors opening, so in order to keep them doors open and to allow them doors to open, we need to stop telling lies, and we need to sort of put any illusions behind us. We need to be bare, brave and vulnerable, and we need to leave behind everything that we have sort of learned up until now and go on that quest. Because if you are not emotionally and spiritually fulfilled at this moment, then something that you have been doing has not been working, okay? So it's about trying something new. It's like Louise Hay says, isn't it? You've been criticizing yourself all your life and it hasn't worked. try loving yourself, you know, and see what happens. So this is what it is, you know. Try loving yourself and allowing another to love you as well. But this means being vulnerable, and this means being brave, and this is what I feel these cards are talking about. So stop the lies that you are fine by yourself and you don't need anybody else, you know. I think that's spirit giving me a big slap in the face as well today. But yeah, this is what you need to do, because this is when opportunities will open, this is when your heart will open, and this is when you open yourself up to the dance of life, you know. And like I say, that song is going on my head. Please listen to it. It's fantastic. It's such a, like, it's mysterious, it's haunting, it's warm, it's I really, really like it. Okay, so if it is important to anybody, then please let me know. So right, I'm going to pull a spirit card and see what we have today. Spirit card for the 3rd of October, isn't it? God, October. Wow. Yeah, I'm away filming this week for a week in Ibiza, because I will be moving there shortly as well. So it's like, wow, so much going on. This is what I'm saying, you know, I have so much going on that I'm trying to cram on and still do these. Excuse me, yeah. So the card that I've pulled today is magic, okay? There is magic in the air. This is magic, blessings and transformation. A blessing in disguise is coming your way. Keep an open heart and an open mind, okay? Now, it was Roald Dahl that said, didn't he, that those that don't believe in magic will never find it. So you have to believe, okay? You have to change your thought pattern, especially around love and relationships. You need to say that, yes, they can work. You know, you don't need to focus on the ones that don't, you know, or the ones that inflict pain or whatever. Focus on the ones that do, you know, because this is when you will actually bring magic into your life. This is when you will feel magic yourself, you know, when you actually start to believe. And this is what it's saying. It wants to take you out of that dark, cold cave, and it wants to sort of, you know, shower your world in light and love as well, okay? This is when the healing process starts. This is when you start feeling, and this is when you start living, you know, because you have everything that sustains you, you know. This is what you need to sustain yourself, you know. There's this love, this light, this nourishment, and also this cleansing, this going with the water and going with the flow. So I hope that made sense to some of you. Please let me know if it did. And if anybody would like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website. I'm pretty full up this week. I think I have no availability for emergencies today. I think I have availability for one emergency tomorrow, and then I think I have 2 appointments left on Thursday, and then that's it. You know, like I say, I am going away, so bookings are sort of coming in. It's going to be limited this month, the bookings that I can do. So because I do have to take a week off for work. But if you do want a reading, then please just book in. And like I say, the link is below and everything is on there, okay? It should be, you know, you get text messages, you get emails, you get confirmation. Everything is on there that is needed, okay? So have an absolutely fabulous day. Let them barriers down and see what comes in, okay? Let love in. Satnam.